Balik lagi bersama gua Isnandar Zaini Ridwan. Jadi hari ini kita bakal live reaction lagi ya guys, yakni Portugal menghadapi Slovenia ya guys. Jadi mohon maaf buat kalian yang nunggu Prancis lawan ya, gua harus istirahat dulu ya guys. Dan ini gua baru bangun juga ya guys. Jadi masalah chill game nantilah ya guys ya. Karena ini pertandingan sudah mau mulai. Kita langsung saja saksikan pertandingannya ya guys ya. Apa ya?
Putra ibu ndak bisa daftar sekolah di sini.
Iya, ini adalah tentunya tim yang terbaik dan bagaimana nanti caranya bagi Slovenia menghentikan aksi dari Bernardo Silva dan juga Vitinha yang patut ditunggu karena ini dua pemain dengan daya kreasi dan jelajah yang luar biasa dengan fleksibilitas tampil di 3 posisi berbeda, jadi memang sangat cair interchange antara
wasitnya Daniel Orsato
yang harus bisa diantisipasi oleh para pemain Slovenia.
Daniele Orsato adalah sang wasit asal Italia, tentunya akan memimpin jalannya pertandingan di malam hari ini, dan kedua kapten kesebelasan Cristiano Ronaldo dan juga Jan Oblak saat ini akan melakukan coin toss untuk menentukan siapakah yang melakukan kick off pertama. Dan tentunya setelah Adi tadi menjelaskan beberapa kali terkait dengan strategi yang mereka lakukan, bukan tidak mungkin kita akan melihat heat map yang tentunya akan menjadi sangat merah di sisi flank Adi nampaknya. Dan Slovenia dengan head coach Matjas Kek menurunkan Jan Oblak di bawah Mister Gawang. Ada Jakabiol, Vanja Drakisic, lalu Krnisnik. Barisan tengah ada Serin. Dan di lapisan depan ada Kesko dan juga Sport.
Menarik nih kan.
Ya, ini adalah tim yang tentunya punya potensi dari serangan balik, tapi situasinya akan begitu berbahaya kalau mereka kebobolan di awal. Tugas tidak mudah bagi Sherin, bagi Melakar, dan juga tentunya bagi Jakabiol untuk tampil fokus, tampil baik, dan harus bekerja keras, bekerja tanpa bola untuk bisa menutup space yang coba dimanfaatkan para pemain dari Portugal. Dan ini mirip sekali dengan Phil Mickelson, bagaimana Coach Keck dengan gaya khasnya, dengan serba hitam dan topi. Akan ada moment of silence dulu ya.
And the Portuguese national team, Manuel Fernandes.
Ya, Manuel Fernandes baru saja meninggal dunia.
Ada yang baru meninggal.
Dimanapun Anda berada, ini adalah situasi terkini dan tentunya juga bagaimana wajah dari pemain kedua kesebelasan, baik itu dari Portugal maupun dari Slovenia, tentunya memiliki temperatur yang tidak seadem yang ada di stadion Adi, yaitu 15 derajat Celcius. Tentunya mereka sangat bergairah untuk bisa memberikan penampilan terbaik mereka, apalagi ada sebuah 1 minute silence yang barusan kita lihat bagaimana sang legend dari Portugal sendiri telah meninggal dunia gitu.
Ya, Fernandes legend dari Sporting ya, meninggal baru saja, dan ini menjadi satu laga di mana akan ada upaya para pemain Portugal tampil optimal dan saya pikir mereka akan mampu untuk mengalahkan Slovenia tapi tidak dengan cara yang mudah.
Betul sekali. Dan Portugal saat ini tentunya berada dengan
Kita
rata-rata
lihat
usia pemain
pertandingannya kayak apa nih ya guys ya.
29,4 tahun. Dan sedangkan Slovenia kalau kita catat dari starting line up adalah usia 27,1 tahun. Dan dari dalam studio kami mengucapkan selamat menyaksikan.
Pertandingan sudah mulai. Saatnya.
But to extend this fairy tale, Karen Barsley, you sense they are going to have to be the bare minimum of brilliant to stop Portugal.
Couldn't have said it any better, Chris. They can't afford to put a foot wrong tonight, and they'll need a 10 out of 10 performance from Jan Oblak in goal, tidiness in the midfield. We'll need to see that real attacking threat and potential from Šeško that we know he can provide.
Bernardo Silva, who does already have a tournament goal to his name. Roberto Martinez, who does already have many tournaments under his belt as a coach. 3 with Belgium, this the first with Portugal. Remember, this Portuguese team conceded within 2 minutes against Georgia.
Nyimak Bang Izza. Halo Jisoo, welcome.
In the consciousness, I imagine, of many,
Selamat
including him,
datang.
Tejkek, who will be after his team to try to make an impact tonight, to try to startle Portugal from the very start. And they might be able to do just that here.
Oh ya.
Clearance is half away. Nuno Mendes. It's Alinia. He's nudged over and Portugal have a free kick.
It's going to be really interesting, Chris, tonight to see how 2 different footballing philosophies compete. And physicality is going to be a big part of what Slovenia bring tonight.
It's Pepe, still going Pepe. Even after all these years, 140th cap he wins tonight, the Portuguese defender. The far more youthful Nuno Mendes at 22 alongside him at left back. Ruben Diaz. Tinha. Nuno Mendes. Leao, who, when he gets moving, can be a real thorn in any defence's side.
Slovenian right back certainly going to have to be very conscious of the fact that Rafael Leao absolutely loves a 1v1. He'll have to have the afterburners on tonight. And what fantastic feet Vitinha has. We're looking forward to watching that all evening today in the midfield.
Mendes trying to bustle his way
Prediksi
through.
kalian udah vote ya guys ya.
Jan Oblak. Goalkeeper Jan Oblak to stop England scoring at a European Championship since Scotland's David Marshall at Euro 2020.
Kalian kedenger nggak ini suara komentatornya? Kalian kedenger nggak ini suara komentatornya guys?
Rafael Leao was close.
He certainly was looming at the back shoulder. It's a great ball in here from Fernandes, I believe, and Karničnik needed to be aware that Leao was coming at full speed behind him. Probably could have checked his shoulder. I'll be honest, I don't think he knew much about that, Chris.
Doesn't matter how you get it away though, right? Passionate Portuguese support right behind.
Kedengar ya? Oke, Jisoo.
It's they who have the first corner of this game. Vitinha's delivery is deep. It was intended for Pepe.
Just
Thrashed wide. Not the sort of conviction that Ruben Diaz would have wanted to place on it.
No, it's a good ball in here to the back stick, and Pepe looks like he might get a slight touch on it. Ruben Diaz wasn't expecting it to fall at his feet. Couldn't quite sort his feet out before the ball drops, and yeah, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
say, Roberto Martinez, that his team feel fresh and ready coming into this game tonight, and that a new tournament starts for them now.
Ya bentar guys. Ini
This is Stojanovic for Slovenia. Schnick. Nesta Cherin. Puck is eventually raised against Spora.
Slovenia is very good at counter-attacking and counter-pressing and winning possession back and looking to play forward. That's obviously their first thought, is how can they expose the space that Portugal are giving them. But unfortunately, just really mistimed that run.
Leao fast and furiously up towards Bruno Fernandes, who has got the free kick. Yeah, Dukasic was the offender.
Nah ini Jan Oblak guys. Kiper Atletico nih.
That's exactly what you want from as a goalkeeper in this particular instant. You want to be tested on the world stage, show that you're capable.
Conversation about location of free kick here between Vitinha and Bernardo Silva. It is Vitinha. Hooked it up to Pepe, who I think kept it in. No, the ball did go out before it came back to Jan Oblak's hands.
Just a few things that I noticed there as that set piece was driven in was there wasn't a lot of checking shoulders. There was a lot of ball watching from the Slovenian side. So hopefully they recognize that and use it as an opportunity to put it right.
Euro terakhir Ronaldo ya Bang Izza. Bisa jadi Euro terakhirnya CR7 nih. Leao. CR7. Push. Gak penalti.
And he wasn't claiming too hard really. Palinya. Marcelo. And Diaz.
Oh nggak nampak Bang? Maksudnya apa nih? Delay channel. Maksudnya nggak nampak apa nih?
Towards Karnichnik, who was slightly hurried in his clearance and then ragged when it came back to him. And Rafael Leao is running away from him. Ronaldo. Vitinha. Ronaldo just been let know he was there.
Ini gas serius. Kedengar nih suara komentator. Aman gak sih?
He's not going to give Cristiano Ronaldo an easy run tonight at all. But the quality
Cukup gak sih ini suara guys?
in that tight space to be able to maintain possession was something impressive.
Some of the Portuguese fans might feel that those
Takutnya kalian gak kedengar lagi ini suara.
There's not a spare seat to be had in the house tonight. Packed in Frankfurt, great noise as well.
Kedengaran Bang dikit, oke.
At the moment, 10 minutes of almost complete Portuguese dominance.
Komentator kedengar ya? Oke. Sorry kalau nggak kedengar ya.
Karnichnik wanted to do. Maybe the pass was a little wide of him. It is a corner to Portugal.
Guys, boleh tolong bantu share nggak sih?
Screaming, get the ball up, clear it,
ini live gua. Boleh bantu like, boleh bantu share juga ke teman-teman kalian. Bantu ramein gitu. Yang udah bangun tidur atau yang belum tidur juga.
Two lingering inside the Slovenian 6-yard box. Coutinho's corner. And the header down eventually comes to Pepe, who
Pepe nih guys.
Only two teams that have stopped Portugal from scoring since the 2022 World Cup.
Yeah.
That was Georgia 5 days ago and Slovenia. We beat them 2-0 in that friendly in March in Ljubljana. Roberto Martinez's team had won 11 straight games under him prior to that defeat. So they have a blueprint. Just had a bit too much of Rafael Leao's shirt there.
Again, making it really uncomfortable for Portugal to kind of progress the ball through the thirds, forcing the play backwards. Finishing getting up tight to Leao, not letting him turn.
Roberto Martinez udah ini nih.
Bruno Fernandes exploring that half space in between the ranks and starting to make the back line question their distances a little bit.
Udah ngantuk kah Bang Izza? Udah tidur bro. Aman. Jam 11 tadi. Emang mukanya kelihatan ini ya, kayak ngantuk gini ya guys.
Paris Saint-Germain's Nuno Mendes, who has had a meteoric rise from being Sporting's youngest debutant since Cristiano Ronaldo. He's moved from Sporting to France. He's had a bit of an injury this season which has kept him out for a number of months, which has checked that rise just slightly. Nevertheless, what a talent he is.
Besok tetap masuk ya? Masuk apaan nih?
Marcelo on to Bernardo Silva.
Masuk apaan nih? Masuk ke
Who did make the connections, but couldn't divert it goal bound.
Judulnya bagus gitu. Oh. Judulannya CR.
Absolutely delightful service from the edge of the area.
Bernardo udah asis. Gak kena dong. Gak kena dong. Ulala.
Karničnik didn't really know much about Fernandes. Signs of things to come perhaps.
Signs that Roberto Martinez likes as well by the looks of things.
Ini maksudnya tetap masuk kerja kah atau apa nih?
Spora. At the moment they can't get up the pitch, Slovenia. Rafael Leao to maintain this swell of Portuguese pressure. Running away with it is Stojanovic. They probably won't mind the throw there off Cristiano Ronaldo because it will give Slovenia the chance.
Iya kerja maksudnya. Kalau buat yang kerja mah iya tuh tetap masuk, mana ada libur cok. Yang libur mah anak sekolah bro.
Actually can do a few more of those as well if he wants to. Markovets with the pass forward. Here's Šeško for Slovenia. Diaz wins the first battle of those two tonight. They probably know that their greatest chance of success tonight.
Wah, ini supporternya Slovenia nih.
Number 11. This one might be coming long
Lemparan ke
towards
dalam.
Costa's near post. That's exactly where it was intended to go. Mendes, Cristiano Ronaldo, the left back, has plowed on as
CR7.
well. Vitinha.
Ya.
Turn around the corner from Bruno Fernandes. Backed in from Bernardo Silva.
Yes!
Ronaldo lurking. Too strong for him was Turkusic.
Aku pamit tidur Bang Izza, udah ngantuk banget mau nonton. Kenapa jadi ini? Bosan ya, gak gol-gol ya.
Stretch the midfield apart, occupy the back line, constantly putting the back line in doubt, wondering where the next threat's going to come from. It's a delight to watch.
Get to the knockout stage of a European Championship. Portugal, that is a fact. It's now 9 from 9.
Iya lama, apalagi kalau sampai extra time. Ya udahlah, kenapa sih kalau sampai extra time? Kan namanya juga bola, bro. Namanya juga turnamen. Kalau turnamen sepak bola mah pasti ada extra time, bro. Kalau skornya seri. Kecuali kalau memang ada apa namanya, kalau nggak ada extra time, cuma sampai adu penalti doang itu. Tapi ya gimana lagi, namanya juga turnamen, ada extra time, ada juga adu penalti. Bener nggak guys? Itulah sepak bola, sekalinya gol langsung meriah. Nah, itu dia. Betul sekali Jisoo. Itulah sepak bola, bro. Kalau udah gol langsung meriah itu. Itu dia. Jisoo.
Nicely done. Stojanovic got a touch on it to get it to Karnic.
Gua ada gol dulu biasanya langsung pada serius mainnya. Kadang-kadang begitu. Kalau di sepak bola, bro. Waduh, Slovenia. Bahaya. Nah, semua pelanggaran. Bukan semua pelanggaran.
Stojanovic just gliding into the ankles there, Mendes. Just catching him with that back leg. It's slightly dangerous. But a sign of intent in terms of the physicality and not letting up. And there's a lovely Bernardo Silva ball into the area.
VAR di Euro ada nggak sih Bang Izza? Kok aku jarang lihat wasit cek VAR ya? Ada kok. Ada VAR ini. 2020 juga ada, bro. Ini kedua kalinya pakai VAR. Tapi selain VAR, ada juga goal line technology sama semi offside.
They're certainly closer now than they were at the top of this tournament. Bagi team. Not too many predicted them to get out of their group, but they did. Finished ahead of Serbia, level on points with Denmark, not too far shy of England.
I love the togetherness of the side, the organisation. It just shows, I think you've said earlier, Chris, that there's so many ways to win a football match, and when you're organised and structured, you give yourself a chance.
Lebih canggih ya? Betul sekali, lebih canggih.
Joshko's going to chase this. Awkward for Ruben Diaz. Sporer got it wrong.
Waduh. Kipernya langsung ini. By the way, Liga Inggris musim depan ini yang 2024-2025 pakai teknologi baru nih. Semi offside teknologi juga. Itu nanti bakal pakai musim depan ini yang 2024-2025. Kalau musim sebelumnya itu nggak ada semi offside automatic. Kalau yang sebelumnya itu cuman VAR sama apa namanya, goal line technology. Kalau yang IPL. Nah, tapi masalahnya si itu klub yang Wolverhampton itu katanya mau dihapus itu VAR yang IPL yang musim depan. Itu komentar kalian gimana tuh guys? Kalau menurut gua nggak setuju ya kalau VAR itu dihapus. Kalau kata kalian gimana? Masa VAR mau dihapus sih guys? Kan nggak adil ya.
So gutted himself that he can't play his part, having been booked twice in the group stage.
What?
Superbly brought under control from Nuno Mendes, because that wasn't easy, but he's lost it. There's the cheering.
Janganlah, jangan dihapus VAR.
Look who's recovering again, Nuno Mendes. Wins the header. Sporer is late into Nuno Mendes.
Oh, Mendes no.
Once more is grounded.
Pelanggaran kah? Hah?
Coming together. Look at the control there from Mendes. Lovely interception, but yeah, slight coming together, maybe the hips, bit of a hip pointer. Looked worse, to be honest, in real time.
Had a severe hamstring injury in 2023, Nuno Mendes, that ended up ruling him out for 9 months. There were at points questions over whether Roberto Martinez would put him in this squad. We weren't too sure on his fitness, but he's very much proved that in the several months leading up to this tournament. Through the first half, Karen, how will Slovenia have assessed how they've managed that?
I think, to be fair, they've kept Portugal at bay. They've limited to them very few chances. I think that we would expect from Portugal, trying to unlock a low block around getting crosses into the box, opportunities from back stick. But in all honesty, Portugal has not really managed to penetrate centrally. And I think, to be fair, Slovenia will be quite happy with how it's gone so far.
Still yet to lose at all in 2024, Slovenia. Last team to beat them, Denmark, in qualifying back in November of last year. It's only one defeat in 15 games for this Slovenian side. Bruno Fernandes.
Itu dia, Rafael Leao. Oh. Masih rebutan. Ulala.
But the deflection is fortunate for Fernandes, but the whistle has gone.
Slovenia were clever there to double team against Leao. But it was a bit of a risk there from Jurkasic, as that deflection, if it wasn't offside, just landed perfectly for Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, kena bahunya. Kena
over the shoulder
bahunya
from
guys.
Virginia.
Nah ininya nih, tuh.
Stojanovic. This is Dokušić. That's the Cherin. Nicely done. Swiped at by Rafael Leao. Might do well to avoid a yellow card here from Daniela Orsato.
A little meg there
Wadaw.
from Ganesa Cherin. No one likes getting meg, do they?
Martinez didn't like it, but as the Cherin was one of the two Slovenian players that did score against Portugal in March. Good win by Šeško. Malika trying to pick it up. Šeško's got it again. He's had it taken off him. And now Portugal stream forward. And they do so with Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva.
Bruno Fernandes wins the throw. Vitinha. Cristiano Ronaldo. Stopped by Dokušić. Retrieved by Palhinha. Celo. That's a good cross. Ronaldo was waiting, but another excellent aerial win from Dokušić.
So far, Dokušić has dispatched Ronaldo fairly easily. Good ball in there from Cancelo. What a lovely flicked-on header for Dokušić to clear the danger there.
Captain with Sochi and Russia, where he plays his domestic football. No Mendes, that is a belter of a throw. So was the clearance too from Šeško up towards Spora. Can't wriggle away from the many. Pepe's underneath that one. It's Karničnik. Thrush Spora.
Bentar guys.
Limb of Nuno Mendes in the way, and then the foul on Rafael Leao.
I was going to say that, Portuguese have done really, really well to kind of throw numbers up and take that risk, but then also have enough structure behind the ball to protect from that counter-attack. So Slovenia haven't really had much joy from that direct play yet.
Vitinha with moves to carry out here and space to carry it into. He's got Portugal a fair way up the pitch. Now Cristiano Ronaldo. And behind of Jacobiol. And Fernandes wins the corner.
Lovely little half turn, but Bruno Fernandes lets it roll slightly too much across his body and shows too much of the ball.
Six Portuguese players are present inside the Slovenian penalty area. It doesn't come to any of them because it's punted away by Šeško.
Yeah, it wasn't a great delivery there from Bernardo Silva.
It's a better one towards Ruben Diaz though, and Oblak is going to take it. It's the nudge from Pepe. So the free kick will be Slovenia's anyway.
Well, good header across from Ruben Diaz, but Jan Oblak happy to take that.
7-time Slovenian Footballer of the Year, Jan Oblak. He is one of the greatest.
Supporternya nih guys. Aduh.
Stojanovic, Bruno Fernandes wasn't fooled by that. Bounced off Leao, ricocheted back to Oblak.
Am I right in thinking thinking that he actually said to the media that he was born to be a goalkeeper.
He did.
Love that.
You know that feeling well, do you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was going to say I do know it too well.
Šeško, nice spin. Stopped by Cancelo. Vitinha. That is delightful from Vitinha. Such soft feet, Ronaldo not quite able to keep the move going.
You see so much potential from Šeško in terms of the way he moves into space, the way he picks up the ball. He's got the technical ability, but sometimes just needs to get his head up and play a little bit quicker.
Bruno Fernandes. Ay!
Bruno Fernandes couldn't quite take it with him. To have the throw, Portugal, they could have had so much more from that.
Di 30 masih. Ini buat nomor waktu juga sih.
Vitinha.
Vitinha.
And still, and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Looped it up for Oblak.
Itu Ronaldo masih ini. Masih ketangkap barnya.
Pepe under a bit of pressure, has to hurry it back to Costa. It's gone out for a throw.
That was so clever from Oblak in goal in terms of recognizing 1v1, 2v1, having an opportunity, knocking it up the pitch as quickly as possible. But again, Đurđić has got Ronaldo in his pocket. Makes it so difficult for him to have a comfortable attempt on the ball. It's been a phenomenal showing from him so far, Đurđić.
It's been lost by Stojanovic. How dangerous could that
By
be?
Leao.
Because Rafael Leao is quick.
Leao.
And he's still going, Rafael Leao.
Uish.
And Đurđić did not get the ball there. It's a yellow card for the Slovenian defender.
Copa America hari ini apa ya?
It was a very tough opponent to stop because Rafael Leao was moving at speed.
Rafael Leao looks like he's absolutely been shot out of a cannon here. So quick, so difficult to run with the ball like that. And a sloppy, panic challenge from Đurđić. He's very lucky that that was outside the edge of the area. He's taking one for the team there, Chris.
Just wonder whether the touch that was ever so slightly heavier from Rafael Leao than he wanted it to be ended up costing him a missed-time challenge too. Words of wisdom from Martinez to Kalian and Vitinha.
Sorry, udah edit lagi guys.
Of course, Ronaldo is on the scene. He might not be the one, but he'll make a good case to be one. It appears, at least, as if Cristiano Ronaldo has ordered all others away here.
Ronaldo.
That was travelling.
Tangan bebasnya. Masih ini.
And he certainly had Jan Oblak scrambling too.
Oh, the exasperation on his face. That ball was moving. Absolutely moving. But to be fair to Jan Oblak, I do think he's had that covered as well. The bravery there from Đurđić not to move. Well covered. What a phenomenal strike that was.
Spot on though, because Jan Oblak's hand was in exactly the right place where it needed to be, had that shot from Ronaldo been a little lower. Those two, of course, have played against each other so many times in the Madrid derby. Leao takes it off Ronaldo.
Leao.
He's feeling it now, Rafael Leao. And he's hustled enough to get Portugal a corner.
First stop forward from Portugal. Portugal recognizing that Slovenia were out of shape, really threatening down that left-hand side. Lovely little combination link-up play from Ronaldo.
Guys, bentar dulu ya. Gue mau ini dulu kencing. Bentar ya guys.
Absolutely caught the Slovenian defense out.
Minutes to go then in the first half. Frankfurt, a hub of noise. Vitinha goes short for Bernardo Silva and back off him. Curled in by Vitinha, missed by Ronaldo, who is furious with himself for not taking the opportunity.
He's absolutely fuming, arms outstretched, and what lovely ball in again from Vitinha. Ronaldo does quite well to split the centre backs there. Here's that strike again. Honestly, I think All Black had that covered all the way. The ball does a good job of making it predictable for the goalkeeper.
Even in a slow-mo, that ball's moving quickly.
So quick.
Halo.
Very relaxed Cristiano Ronaldo when he was coming into the stadium tonight. When he got off the coach, he was all smiles. Obviously before we've seen a very stern, focused look on the face of Ronaldo, but maybe time has mellowed him a little. We've said this before, we've said this a couple of times before, but this may well be his last major tournament.
Keduanya saling serang. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Nick trying to go with him. Leao. Oh, that's hit the hands. And that was deliberate, I think, from Karnichnik. That's why he's getting a yellow card.
Oh ya, buat kalian yang mau tahu update terbaru dari gua, kalian follow aja Instagram gua ya guys. Nih ID-nya udah gua tulis nih di whiteboard.
More obvious yellow cards of this.
Gue biasanya diskusi di situ. Mau live apa? Gue update di situ guys. Di story. Karena channel broadcastnya belum ada, cow. Maaf ya, channel broadcastnya belum ada.
Shaking as if he's going to have a go here as well, Ronaldo. Surely not. Bernardo Silva is over the free kick too.
Free kick. Maka bisa masuk kah? Oh, ma.
Construction of the free kick goes to waste. wasn't too happy
about
the exact position of it.
Posisi bolanya nggak boleh di itu. Si tengah ini. Oh, ma. Oh, Ronaldo yang kena.
He'll put that down to the fact that the ball was moved. Wasn't where he planned it to be.
No, that was exceptionally poor. I've not seen that from Ronaldo before.
Means the Slovenians for now are still enjoying their night. Oh, here's a chance for Stojanovic, who's broken clear here. Šeško one of
Slovenia. Bahaya.
It's a great bit of defending Leao. No wonder they surround him.
Ada yang nyelamatin temannya.
To praise those who got back to make the tackle.
And again, what can happen when you play the ball into space? A lovely little cut back here, and you think it's just going to fall for Spora, and in comes Mendes with a fantastic interception, well anticipated, and a great clearance.
It's really good work from Nuno Mendes. But a bit of heart and belief for Slovenia. There's the Cherin with the corner. And he's got it again. He's put too much on.
Hey.
And as Cherin just got a little bit excited about where he was, the opportunity he had. Yeah, just absolutely belted it out for a throw. But you can't write Slovenia off, Chris.
Lemparan ke dalam untuk Portugal. Hey guys, by the way, nanti jam 8 pagi itu ada Copa America, Bolivia lawan Panama, terus USA atau Amerika Serikat lawan Uruguay. Apa live reaction aja kali ya guys? Yang mana ya enaknya? USA Uruguay ya? Yang jam 8 pagi. Kalian coba ini, gua live pagi-pagi. Kalau gua nggak ketiduran ya guys.
Just made the move a little too soon, Cristiano Ronaldo. Have to play in the first half, Slovenia at the very least, frustrating Portugal just as they did when these two met in that friendly in Ljubljana in March. That, by the way, the first time they'd ever met each other.
Mau live Copa America? Iya, nanti gue coba live Copa America. Soalnya ini grup stage terakhir. Bersamaan pertandingannya Panama Bolivia sama USA Uruguay. Masa berapa sudah? Maksudnya masa berapa sudah apa nih? Apa itu masa berapa sudah? Nanti pas halftime kita ini ya guys, kita main game yang chill.
Usually watching all their geographical neighbours having fun at major tournaments, Slovenia, but they're almost the last ones standing. Italy, Croatia, Hungary, they've all gone.
Bebas sih Uruguay aja ada pemain bintangnya. Ya udah berarti nanti jam 8 pagi kalau gua nggak ketiduran sekitar jam 7-an atau setengah 8 kita live ya guys, live reaction dan nobar USA lawan Uruguay.
Largely, you would say the game plan is working.
Oh, certainly. They've been really resolute in their defending Slovenia. Been in close contact with each other. The ranks haven't.
Nanti pas ini halftime kita main game yang chill, oke? Mungkin game nostalgia lah gitu guys, atau FPS yang chill lah kayak CS, Valo yang TDM. Kalau yang underrated takut ini cok, mentalnya ini orang kalau main Valo mentalnya pasti kena cok, apalagi yang kompe, yang push rank gitu.
Šeško alert to retrieve the throw quickly. He might have to do this on his own. Benjamin Šeško is doing very well.
Yang chill lah ya gamenya ya guys.
Just too many in the way in the end. Martinia hassled and trying to escape the attentions of Elshnik, who isn't going to let him go.
Soalnya big match juga tuh guys, USA Uruguay. Kita live itu ya nanti USA lawan Uruguay.
That ball just wouldn't quite sit down for him. Šeško.
Kita lihat situasi dulu.
Cancelo. Silva. Cancelo will chase it. Yol will sweep it up. Spora for Šeško.
Boleh kalau nggak ketiduran, oke. Oke, see you jam 7-an atau setengah 8-an ya. Karena kick off-nya jam 8 guys. Kalau agak telat, sorry ya.
Fernandez not able to thread it through to Rafael Leao. Here's Šeško again. Portugal are a bit stretched here. Malika wants it. He's going to get it. Spora in the middle. Šeško getting there. Malika and...
Ay.
And again, there Portugal have thrown numbers forward, trying to commit to the counter-attack, playing quickly, and they've left themselves vulnerable and quite exposed in the back. Benjamin Šeško picks up some lovely spaces, fantastic technique, and Ruben Dias is, you're not going to press him there, he's going to shoot. Unfortunately for Portugal, they've been let off there.
now finding a bit of bite, aren't they, right at the end of this first half, Slovenia? Being largely acted as big sponges so far to what Portugal have chucked at them, but they've absorbed well. And they offer a blow just before half-time. Comes the corner. It's going to be a goal kick.
Kalila. Goal kick.
It's bouncing away off Biol's head.
Goal kick. 2 menit tambahan waktu.
2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first 45 minutes.
Slovenia can feel the momentum shifting in their favor ever so slightly, looking to press.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
Force play into
Mantap.
predictable areas, allowing the
Pas
midfield to jump.
berarti ini tambahan
We need to see
waktunya.
more from
Mantap.
Timileshnik. In the
Pas gak guys,
Slovenian midfield, we've
pas
seen
gak guys
quite
ini
a
tambahan waktunya guys. Karena kemarin gua gak adjust ininya. Gak adjust buat tambahan waktunya, cok. Lupa. Ini pas gak guys tambahan waktunya.
Ruben Diaz. Vitinha. Manchester City's Ruben Diaz again. Pepe. Mendes. Fernandez. Who has the whistle against him, Bruno Fernandez. It's
Agak udah
Slovenia
pas
free
sih ya
kick, and
ini
they may
tambahan
well have
waktu.
navigated their way through 45 minutes against the 2016 European champions without conceding.
Karničnik does very, very well to get across the run of Bruno Fernandez and slow him down. He's handled himself excellently.
Maksudnya bagaimana bang? Ini tambahan waktunya udah
Slovenia clever to take the pace
oke
out of the
belum
game,
maksudnya?
to quell the enthusiasm
Gak
from the
adjust
Portuguese side.
ininya tuh.
Perisic.
Apa? Ininya nih.
Away by Nuno Mendes. To
Berat.
Rafael Leao. Got a toe on it. Ronaldo. Under his spell. Rafael Leao.
Mantap lah.
Ronaldo Silva making tracks in the middle. Ronaldo's gone in there too.
Agak gak
Rafael
nyambung
Leao
gini
got
omongan
away.
gue, sorry.
And Paulinho.
Wih, tipis cok. Paulinho. Yo Paulinho. Langsung pas waktunya habis.
The very last act of the first half.
Langsung pas banget waktunya habis. Ay. Yo Paulinho. Nyaris.
But in Frankfurt we are level.
Nyaris, cok. Karena half time kita main game chill yang chill dulu ya guys. Tapi sebelumnya gua sebentar. Wait ya. Oke. Sudah minum. Kita main game yang chill dulu ya guys. Ya. Ini dia. Kelas gak guys ini efeknya? Kita main apa ini ya guys? Kita main game nostalgia kali ya. Kita main ini kali ya, Pizza Frenzy. Lanjut ini juga. Kita gedein dulu suaranya. Kita lanjut ini ya guys, Pizza Frenzy. Nah, kita suruh ini nih, pasang pizzanya nih. Nah ini kalau kalian main Pizza Frenzy nih, Kalian harus pasang pizzanya kayak gini nih. Topping pizzanya maksudnya guys. Ini target pizza, ini pizza kitanya ini. Tuh ada yang miss nih. Berarti ada yang gak sesuai nih. Underground ini Need for Speed maksudnya. Gak ada Jisoo. Gua nggak install game ini Need for Speed Underground. Gua adanya ini Need for Speed Payback. Kebetulan gua udah live yang Payback. Oh, harus ini, cok. Time's up. Toppingnya ada ini guys, ada banyak, ada pineapple, black olive. Mending mana nih guys? Taco lagi. Taco aja lah ya, biar ini.
Yo, what's up? Hello.
Sorry, bentar guys. Kita tulisan dulu. Ya boleh, yang penting balapan mobil. Nantilah kalau balap mobil ya.
Hello.
That pizza looks fabulous.
Yo, what's up?
Oh ya, buat kalian yang belum tahu, Pizza Frenzy ini game
That pizza
dari
looks fabulous.
Game House nih guys. Dulu gua waktu kecil,
Yo,
gua
what's
pernah
up?
main game ini guys.
Hello, hello.
I'll get that for you.
Yo, what's up there?
That pizza looks fabulous.
Pizza Frenzy.
Hello.
Pizza Frenzy.
Ha! Begitulah cara main ini guys. Grinding Pizza Frenzy, cok. Seru sih, kayak dinner dash dari Game House juga kan ya. Betul. Ini seru bro. Kayak dinner dash ini gamenya. Cuman ini kalau kalian main ini, kalian harus sesuai orderannya nih. Kalau sampai salah, bintangnya bakal dikurangin. Ini kalau sampai salah, bintangnya bakal dikurangin guys. Kalau sampai salah order. Jadi kalau kalian main ini harus
That
sesuai
pizza looks
orderan.
fabulous.
Kalau sampai salah, bintangnya bakal dikurangin.
Pizza Frenzy.
Yo, what's up? Hello. Hi there.
Oh, that pizza looks fabulous.
Hi there. Hello. Hello.
Oh ya guys, by the way, ini kalau ada mobil polisi ini, itu tandanya ada orang jahat guys, mau rampok rumah orang. Jadi caranya kalau menghindar dari ini, kalian pencet ini sama pencet mobil polisinya. Jadi orang bakal tangkep nanti. Jadi polisi bakal order pizzanya itu. Kalau sampai ini gagal, gak jadi masalah guys, karena bintangnya gak bakal kurangin. Cuman ordernya gak sampai ini, order pizzanya gak sampai full order guys, gak sampai full order.
That pizza looks fabulous.
Pizza Frenzy.
Hello. Yo, what's up?
Ini ada slow-mo-nya gitu guys. Hahaha. Ada slow-mo
Yo,
gitu.
what's up?
That pizza looks fabulous.
Hello.
Pizza Frenzy.
Pizza Frenzy. Sebelum mulai, nah ini dulu ya.
Hello.
Pizza Frenzy.
Bentar guys. Ini jadi rebutan nih guys. Restart dulu ya. Restart dulu bentar.
Hello.
I'll get that for you.
Waduh. Jadi sulit nih, Cok. Gak ngopi Bang Izza. Aduh. Terlalu banyak ngopi, bro.
Hello.
I'll get that for you.
Aduh. Aish. Salah order nggak tuh? Jadi hard game nih kalau kayak gini, Cok.
Yo, what's up?
Sama ini udah yang ketiga kalinya sih. Iya, bener. Jadi rebutan ini tuh, lihat. Jadi hard game kalau kayak gini, Cok.
Hello.
I'll I'll get that for you.
Banyakan ngopinya timbang makannya aku. Waduh. Kenapa bisa gitu ya? Oke. Legend banget ini suaranya, Cok.
Pizza Frenzy.
Yo, what's up?
Pizza Frenzy.
Iya kok bisa tahu ya?
Yo, what's up there?
That pizza looks fabulous.
Hello. Yo, what's up?
Oh, udah mau mulai lagi. Ntar. Sabar guys.
Pizza Frenzy.
Hello.
That pizza looks fabulous.
Double Frenzy.
Double Frenzy.
Yo, what's up? Hello. Yo, what's up? Hi there.
That pizza looks fabulous.
Nice.
Triple Frenzy.
Sorry guys.
Hello.
Gak apa-apa guys.
Yo,
Udah
what's
ini.
up there?
That pizza looks fabulous.
Level clear bro. Baiklah karena sudah memulai lagi pertandingan, kita ini lagi ya guys. Nah,
Di babak pertama.
Ya, seperti yang tadi kita bahas di awal pertandingan sebelum kita menyaksikan babak pertama, saya sempat mengatakan ini adalah partai antara bumi dan langit kalau kita berbicara terkait dengan pengalaman dari kedua tim, baik Portugal yang kita ibaratkan seperti langit dan Slovenia yang merupakan tim yang baru kali ini atau di tahun 2024 mereka mampu berlaga di babak 16 besar. Tapi bukan tidak mungkin Slovenia mampu memberikan kejutan seperti yang mereka lakukan di bulan Maret silam walaupun dengan tensi yang berbeda. Dari dalam studio kami mengucapkan selamat menyaksikan pertandingan babak kedua Portugal against Slovenia.
Slovenia trying to write their own headlines here. Off we go in the second half.
here we go, second half.
And still waiting for our first goal of the evening. I wonder what the message Karen Barsley might have been from the two coaches at half-time to their troops.
Obviously, I think Slovenia need to do more of the same, and that's probably what the message would have been at halftime, reinforcing the fact that there was good structure behind the ball, patience in build-up when they had the opportunity to, and they certainly did grow in confidence.
Pepe's ploughed it into his own man. It needed Ruben Diaz to quickly get that upfield. Viol was the only one who leapt. Bernardo Silva decided not to. Markovets. By Malika. Kalian, who was clearly being held on to. Free kick given against Elshnik.
Paulinho has been so important to this Portuguese side in terms of really securing play at the base of that midfield and providing structure for freedom to play forward.
This is club football with Fulham in the Premier League, and actually he's made more tackles, Joao Paulinho, than anyone else in the Premier League in the past 2 seasons. This is Vitinha, who was far more about playmaking than the robust challenges. Pepe. Ruben Diaz by Bernardo Silva. And Joao Cancelo's done really well. Got away from Biol. Still going Joao Cancelo. It's magical. And then over the top from Bernardo Silva. Dazzling stuff from Joao Cancelo, though.
It really was. It really was. Look at this space in behind. Cancelo does so well to get into the edge of the area and absolutely dances around Biol, turns him inside and out, and Bernardo Silva just snatches at it. But look at the footwork here. Such good control. A little through the legs. Biol will be fuming with that. And again, inside, outside.
Here's Šeško for Slovenia. Pepe's been pulled out there. Costa came for it. It's bounced off Ruben Diaz. Slovenia have got themselves a corner now.
Bit of indecision there from Diogo Costa, Ruben Diaz. I think as a defender, you're always going to want to be able to make sure that you put your foot through it regardless, even if you do get the shout from the goalkeeper.
First corner of the second half then. Slovenian corner. The disguised Slovenian corner as well. It's going to be straightforward for Diogo Costa. Does have a goal in him, scored against Portugal in March. Timielšnik.
That was very ambitious from Timielšnik. Not quite, I think, how they would have hoped that would have worked out.
Possession so far, Portugal in this tournament. In their 3 group games, they averaged 67% of possession, amongst the very highest in the tournament. Going around 65% right now, which probably isn't too much of a surprise. Šeško closing down Pepe, maybe leaving a bit on him as well. Dishes a fair bit out, Pepe, so I'm sure he doesn't mind the odd one back.
No, he does. He's been around the block, hasn't he? And Šeško, really aggressive pressure on the ball. There's nothing wrong with that for me. It's a sign of intent, really, from Slovenia in terms of their belief. Probably would have messages about maybe taking a bit more risk, getting higher up the pitch. But to be fair, they've done a very good job of protecting that midfield, making Portugal play around the block.
Their coach, Maciej Kek, his stock could not be higher in Slovenian football right now. He was already in a strong position anyway after being the man who led them to their last World Cup appearance, which was in 2010. Imagine the sort of acclaim he would receive if Slovenia were to knock Portugal out tonight. Away by Rafael Leao. Elšnik. Šeško.
Let's go.
Spora. Costa's come and he's retreated. There's Šeško, and Costa knows where it's bouncing. Actually, there is a flag raised anyway.
But again, for me, from the goalkeeper, he's not been involved a whole lot. He's not been tested a whole lot tonight, but Diogo Costa looks like he's a little bit uncertain with his communication, whether he's going to come, whether he's going to go. You see it there. He's got absolutely no need to be taken outside the frame of his goal. Something just to be aware of.
Both of those Slovenian forwards looking for their first goal of this tournament, Benjamin Šeško and Andrés Spora. They had 12 shots between them prior to tonight's game. Cancelo. There's Silva. This is Ruben Diaz.
Yes.
Retrieved by Vitinha. Fernandez. Ronaldo Fernandez. Vitinha. Driven down, but possibly falling for Bernardo Silva, not quite. Knocked away by Jure Belkovets.
That's the thing sometimes with the low block. I think putting balls into the area, it's a good opportunity. No getting by for Cristiano Ronaldo tonight. But anyway, the deflections, the things that come out the second phase always produces an opportunity because Slovenia have such a hard time squeezing the line and compressing the space, and usually the second balls fall to Portugal, and that's where they picked up a lot of their opportunities outside the edge of the area.
Is the chance going to come the way of Cristiano Ronaldo? 7 major tournament games before today without a goal for him. His last was at the opening game for Portugal at their 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Vitinha. Sporer for Slovenia. Stojanovic was trying to be alert and sending it forward quickly to Šeško.
Benjamin Šeško had his hands on his head. He knew that that was the wrong pass. Had far too much on it.
To retrieve, he'll get on the ball whenever possible. Silva, Cancelo. João Cancelo has been flawed, but not illegally, in the referee's view. He's back on his feet, and he's got the ball here, João Cancelo. And Ganesta Cherins had a swing at it, and the free kick has gone against him.
Free kick lagi untuk Portugal.
And that's the danger of defending so deep. You're just inviting pressure on and on and on. And if you mistime a challenge or a clearance, in this case it goes against you. But Cancelo has been an absolute nuisance down this
apakah
right
Portugal
side
bisa
along with
gol
Bernardo
dengan
Silva.
tendangan bebas ini?
Trying to create 2v1, 2v2 situations in this area.
Maybe a touch unfortunate he didn't get the free kick out of Belkovets there, but this one's in a much more prime position.
I'm not really sure where Belkovets was meant to go.
He whizzed one over the top in the first half, Cristiano Ronaldo. Is it him again, or is he a decoy this time? Fernandez and Bernardo Silva are the others around the ball.
Apakah bisa?
Ronaldo,
Boom!
Who would have seen it late,
Masih di save dong sama Jan Oblak.
But you know, it's so brave for a goalkeeper to be able to stay set on his line and not anticipate to expect strike to go one way or the other, especially centrally over a wall.
Masih bisa di save dong.
So well done from Pepe. That was ragged. Another shot was fierce, wasn't it?
He did see it very late as the extended wall from Portugal separates, and Oblak again done very, very well to stand his ground and stay set.
Scored 8 goals against Jan Oblak before Cristiano Ronaldo. For Real Madrid in their many battles against Atletico Madrid, including 2 hat-tricks against him. All the way through so far tonight. Cancelo, he's having a ball out there, isn't he? Bernardo Silva, Cancelo has stayed forwards. Has he timed his run right here? Oh, he has. And he's skipped away with much ease. And it's laid off for Vitinha and Palhinha. And Slovenia have defended bravely.
Oh, that's such fantastic invention from the Portuguese inside the Slovenian area. And it's so unfortunate that it just didn't quite sit. But lovely little back heel there. It's a creativity what this Portuguese side offer. We're starting to see Portugal step in now to the midfield, adding more directness. Bernardo Silva's in absolute acres of space.
Pepe knows it. That's who it's aimed for. Bernardo Silva up against Balkovets. João Cancelo is having more and more of an impact on this game, and he's got Portugal a corner.
You can see, I think they recognize that Balkovets hasn't quite got the legs.
Kayaknya ini extra time sih guys.
It's the problem, isn't it, when you haven't started any of the major tournament games so far in this competition for Slovenia. Jure Balkovets in today for the suspended Eric Janja. Takes it off Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes swings it in. The flick. There's a shout for handball. Then Vitinha's had a thrash at it. It didn't sit up too nicely for Ruben Diaz. Back in by Rafael Leao. Paulinho's header. Black claims it.
That's great movement from Paulinho. He recognizes where the space is and pulls off the two centre backs from Slovenia. Creates a wonderful opportunity for him to get on the ball, but nothing comes from it, unfortunately.
Šeško down the other end is working Slovenia into a position of a throw deep inside Portugal's half. Hasn't quite clicked for Portugal, but you sense it is so close to knitting together.
It really is. The opportunities are coming. But we see the emergency defending there, the desire, the passion for the Slovenian defence to make those blocks. But the opportunities have been there all night. The set pieces, the crosses, the cutbacks. Can Portugal be more ruthless?
Balkovets' throw. A long way over the top from Gnezda Cherin. He's a mobile, skillful, clever midfielder, Gnezda Cherin. This is club football in Greece with Panathinaikos. I wonder if they're getting a little nervy yet, those Portugal fans.
You can sense some anxiety, I think, is starting to drip in. Some murmurs throughout the stadium.
There probably are more Portuguese fans in here tonight than there are Slovenians, but the more this game has gone on, the more you're hearing the Slovenians.
It's hard to imagine that a country of 2 million people have been able to, produce a football team that's in the knockout rounds of the Euros, the European Championships.
5 times actually as many people live in Portugal compared to Slovenia. It's a beautiful part of the world, though. More than half of the country's made up of forest. It's the sort of place you can get lost exploring. Vitinha, Rafael Leao, Nuno Mendes. Leao is slowly becoming an option. Does eventually come to him. Back with Vitinha. Turn to Rafael Leao. Cristiano Ronaldo is poised in the box, waiting for it. It might come his way now.
Rafael Leao.
Here is Ronaldo. And Bruno Fernandes trying to shift it on. Now sends it in. Dior won the header, and he won it well. And breaking forward with some pace now is Šeško.
Aduh!
He's got beyond Pepe.
Bahaya.
Ay. And they won't get too many moments like that, Slovenia.
Oh, and the Slovenian fans are anguished. Šeško is in and just lacks that composure in front of goal. He's got round Pepe and just can't quite cut across his run. Portugal play it quickly and they're back moving the ball up the pitch.
That was the big moment for Slovenia's youngest ever debutant, their youngest ever scorer,
Pepe,
Šeško. electric atmosphere being created by the Slovenian fans now. Quite a few of them staying in our hotel, and I can tell you they were up late last night. Bernardo Silva round the corner, Joao Cancelo, who's got delicious feet and he's utilising them. That time, some strong defending has repelled Portugal's fullback, and they'll have to restart again.
He's a tremendous technician, isn't he? He's so calm and comfortable on the ball. Starting to see a lot of overloads on this wide right side now. 4v3 in Portugal's favour. Trying to drag Slovenia across, create some space. Ronaldo's calling for it centrally.
Beyond the hour, still 0-0.
Hey, ada asapnya nih. Asap apaan nih?
Still neither manager has decided to make a change yet. But one might be coming here for Portugal, because there is Diogo Jota. So Roberto Martinez is going to be the one to blink first. Sort of impact in the second half that he had in the first. It's Bruno Fernandes with that trademark drop of the shoulder. Leao. Bruno Mendes.
Leao.
Doesn't come out with it. Robust defending from Durkasic. Headed back forward again by Pepe.
Starting to see some frustration creep in there as balls are being pinged in central areas. Pauline has had one just popped at his kneecaps. Just trying to get some tempo back into this game. Portugal were getting a lot of success when they're mixing up the pace of play, the ball speed, the directness.
Rafael Leao.
That's the last touch has come off him. He's got to grips with him, hasn't he, Jan Karničnik, the more this game's gone on?
No, he certainly has. I think he's recognised that perhaps he was going in a bit too intense, allowing Leao to get behind him, get round him even. But what we are starting to see from the Slovenian defence is starting to throw numbers into the back line. So at one point it was around 6 in the back line for Slovenia.
The one chief creator off, another on. Diogo Jota replacing Vitinha. Diogo Jota, who had a disallowed goal against Czechia in Portugal's first group game. Didn't matter in the end, did it? Because Conceição came up with that very late winner. So Portugal benefited from 2 own goals at this tournament. Bernardo Silva trying to get beyond. Leo's clearance. Bernardo Silva. Joao Cancelo. From Biol. And then he dallied and Jota threatened to take it off him, and Portugal do get it back with Ruben Diaz. This is Ronaldo. He's not going to get the free kick.
That free kick.
Some very typically firm officiating tonight from Daniele Ossato.
Yeah, he's really not letting anything go, is he? I quite like that, though. I think sometimes where referees intervene too much, it gets a bit stop-start. It takes momentum out of the game. Your lovely little run in behind from Bernardo Silva. Balcervets has settled into the second half.
He's already said, Daniele Ossato, that this is going to be his Last major tournament, he's retiring from refereeing. Beyond this, he's already taken charge of his last Serie A game in Italy.
Rando.
So it's push closed down by Balkovets. Sheshko's got the throw.
You can sense that Slovenian legs may be tiring. Not quite being able to get around the pitch as much and address the Portuguese, being able to pull the Slovenians out, getting out to the ball, playing in wide areas. Looks like it's starting to slow down a bit.
He's emphasised Maciej Kek on a number of occasions during this tournament, the Slovenia coach, just how impressed he is with the mental fortitude of his team. We've got it back here with Karničnik. Out comes Diogo Costa. He was always going to win that battle. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. The flag was up against Spora.
Again, good start position from Diogo Costa, the Portuguese goal. Games like this, sometimes your mind can wander.
Sama-sama jago nih guys.
Being able to follow the play, being in the right channel, being on the right front foot.
Portugal juga Slovenia, Cok. Portugal dan Slovenia, Cok, kipernya sama-sama jago. Agak ini.
Patricio as their two backup options. Patricio, of course, Portugal's most capped goalkeeper.
Kalah kali ya jagonya, guys.
Be very familiar to you from many major tournaments. Of many major tournaments, here's Pepe, his 5th European Championship. Ruben Diaz, many think he might be Portugal's captain in waiting one day, Ruben Diaz. Him by Šeško's done really well. Karničnik, Spora.
Waduh.
Stojanovic. Clear by Pepe.
Oh, and just the glimpse.
Extra time sih ini kayaknya, guys.
And just the lack of execution and final quality on the pass, on the ball, just is so frustrating for Slovenia. They're getting themselves in some good areas on the counterattack.
Again here with Spora. Balkovets, the left back, straight forward to Diaz. Took his eye off it. So he's chasing it. He's dealing with it. He's tipped to have a very big future. Jacobio is 25 years old. He plays with Udinese in Serie A, but there are lots of even bigger clubs than.
Iya benar, tonton aja dulu sampai selesai. Iya, ini sampai selesai kok, aman.
Cut out by Bio, had his positioning spot on.
Sampai subuh ini, Pak.
He is caught. That's going to be a Portugal free kick, and it's another
kick lagi.
That to me just looks like a tired challenge from Petar Stojanovic at the edge of the area on Mendes.
Ronaldo's had a couple of cracks at this without success. This is probably the furthest out of any of them so far. Skipper's rules apply. It's going to be him again, taking command. Still looking for that first tournament goal at Euro 2024, Cristiano Ronaldo. Is this going to be another that works, Jan Oblak?
Free kick.
Here it comes, Ronaldo, and again, too high.
Lalu tinggi.
And that's mighty disappointing from Ronaldo.
High.
It's a lovely area to be taking a free kick from, and it seems awfully wasteful. Good distance enough to be able to get up and over the wall. Yeah, that's not the quality that we're used to seeing from Cristiano Ronaldo.
The captain's armband for the 150th
Wih,
time.
penguasa bolanya mantap.
Portugal, here is Sporer.
69 perbanding 31. Banget ya. 69 perbanding 31.
The first game that Ronaldo wore the armband 17 years ago in a friendly against Brazil. He has been the epitome of leading by example. Rafael Leao making the space. Oblak assured with the catch.
It's a good take from Oblak. Very commanding. Takes the pressure off the center backs for Slovenia. But Leao getting so much joy in that wide area. Getting around Kartinic and delivering just a ball that's a bit too predictable for the Slovenian goalkeeper to take.
Win by Sporer. Let's prevent it going any further. Also defender Pepe. And the match at the 2016 European Championship final, the perhaps most famous of them all for Portugal. A piece of silverware they waited so long to get. João Cancelo. It's a great ball, it's just a bit too high for the waiting Bernardo Silva.
No, Bruno. Gak kena, cok.
You can see the urgency here
Gak
from Roberto
kesul.
Martinez. From wanting his team to play a bit more
Bernardo.
quickly.
Kok Bruno sih?
That's just not the right decision for me, for Cancelo.
Bernardo.
Can he be a bit more patient? Can he be a bit more composed on the ball? If the option's not there, not at the back stick, can he look to play around again and create a better opportunity? You can sense an element of frustration starting to creep into this Portuguese side. The tempo has gone slow. Lots of small little passes. They're not getting the same sort of joy they were getting from that direct play by switching the play quickly.
So a double change for Slovenia. Off goes Andres Sporer. Still without that tournament goal that he craves. And Jan Malika has departed as well, so on comes Stankovic, and number 19 there's Jan Seller. He's still waiting for his very first international goal, actually, Seller. Costa was going to get to that. Maybe conviction by Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo with the layoff, and now Portugal on the charge. That's excellent defending. Diogo Jota was flying. Jacobiol's been
caught. Offside kah?
It's quite a risky looking challenge from Jacobiol here.
That's why the flag's raised. It's an offside against Cristiano Ronaldo in the build-up.
Francisco Conceição dan ini Rafael Leao.
So it's the end of Rafael Leao's night and the arrival of the 21-year-old Francisco Conceição, who came off the bench to score that winner against Czechia, to get Portugal on their way in this tournament in their group opener. Son of Sergio, a very familiar name, a certain era for Portuguese fans. What a lovely player he was too.
But what a disappointing evening for Rafael Leao. So many 1v1, so many good opportunities. He really struggled to convert anything dangerous.
Diaz's clearance. Jacobiol comes over. and presents it back to Bruno Fernandes. Here's Nuno Mendes for Portugal.
Oh, Mendes.
Who is running at some speed here, Nuno Mendes. Waiting was Ronaldo, it didn't quite reach him. But he's on it anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo. And Ronaldo's cross is too high. Well, Nichnik involved in the scrap at the back post with the youngster Conceição.
Again, you got to get closer. You got to deny that cross. It's far too easy for a guy like Cristiano Ronaldo. Conceição asking for it. Just got bodied off the ball there. Jan
Stojanovic. Šeško taken away from him. They're in the sort of territory now, Slovenia, where they scored 2 goals against Portugal in that friendly in March. This was roughly when they timed their assault.
Yeah, it's ebbing and flowing, the momentum of this game. And like we said earlier, it only just takes one chance, doesn't it?
Probably wants it to fall to him if it does come. Šeško. The main names of this squad in 2024. If you roll back to 2000, this time Slovenia were at a European Championship. The name on every Slovenian's lips going into that particular tournament was Zlatko Zahovic. Ended up scoring 3 of Slovenia's 4 tournament goals. Strangely, actually, Portuguese fans will remember him well too, as he had spells with both Porto and Benfica, and very successful ones too.
Slovenians are doing very, very well. Centrally, the 2 forwards are compact. They're trying to screen anything through the midfield, trying to not allow Bruno Fernandes to get on the ball. And speaking of Šeško, I mean, he really brings players into play. Top tier number 9 is so difficult to come by, and I certainly think he has the capabilities of becoming one.
Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Tallied a little too long in the end. Timmy Helschnick took it off him.
João Cancelo has his hand up. He knows that he should have done better there. He's made the wrong decision, and he wants to let his team know. Especially Ronaldo in the middle. He's giving him an earful, isn't he?
10 minutes away from extra time in Frankfurt. Winner will be going to Hamburg on Friday to play France, who beat Belgium earlier today. France, by the way, who have got to the quarter-final having scored an own goal, a penalty, and then another own goal, and that's what has taken them to the last 8. Scored very late on to win it today against Belgium when the ball deflected in off Jan Vertonghen. Conceição. No Mendes. Who can provide the spark for Portugal here. Who can stop an unwanted further 30 minutes. Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva didn't really leap. And now Schnitt can run free. He doesn't have the options to play the pass. He has been closed down. Might be a problem for Bruno Fernandes here, who has landed awkwardly and looks in an awful lot of pain, the Portuguese midfielder.
Schnitt just catches him on the follow-through. Completely unintentional there for me, but a painful one nonetheless.
Yeah, that is going to sting, isn't it? It's been brilliant under Roberto Martinez. Bruno Fernandes 6 goals during qualifying for Portugal to take them to Euro 2024. Of 36, by the way. It was 7 more than any other side. Portugal during qualifying. They're the only team that won every single one of their games as well. Slovenia tonight have had one big moment, which came Benjamin Šeško's way.
Honestly, the determination from Šeško to get across, or to at least attempt to get across Pepe, just didn't quite come off. But you can tell he's absolutely rapid. He's got great positional awareness, and the way that the front two usually play together, they drop off like a bit of a 1 and a 1, a 9 and a 10 almost. We just need to see a bit more from Šeško tonight.
If you're Pepe, you're doing absolutely all you can to ensure that you don't have Šeško running at you like that again.
Age is not on Pepe's side, is it? However, experience is. Sometimes that makes up for it.
So it does in his case, I think. Here he is, 41 years and 126 days, Pepe. Nuno Mendes trying to pierce it through towards Ronaldo. Instead it's short for Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Fernandes. That's by Biol, who seems to have been on the end of absolutely everything in this second half for Slovenia.
Slovenia certainly look like they're starting to feel more comfortable defending in that low block. The distances are excellent between the back line, the fullbacks and the centre backs. Ronaldo's finding it really difficult to pull Biol out of position. Cancelo dropping into the back line as well, constantly trying to get on the shoulder, trying to put doubt in the back line, the centre backs. Can I see the ball? Can I see the defender at the same time? Constantly questioning.
Stood alongside one of those Slovenian defenders almost exclusively for these past few minutes. Joao Cancelo. It's Valkovec that he is on and made himself a nuisance against. Now he's off on his run. Oblak's come out. It's easy for him.
Looks as though Portugal's really probing to try to find a different way to kind of pull that back line apart, to threaten that space in behind. They're getting a lot of joy in these wide areas, much more on the right than the left, especially since Leao's come off.
Would have been hoping for an extra 30 minutes tonight, but not believing in it. The Portuguese fans would certainly not have thought that Slovenia would have been capable of pushing them a little further, but it's going to be a late night in Frankfurt.
Have faith. I think we'll feel a late goal.
Frankfurt.
We're 15 minutes away from 11 p.m. local time here. England and Slovakia so far in these knockout games have gone to 120 minutes. Conceição trying to make a difference. Last touch of him.
Saja, cok.
Such an exciting player, Conceição. He's got such quick feet, fantastic movement. He can drop a shoulder, deceive, and then go around the other way, try to get around the corner and provide some crosses or cutbacks into the area. But I'm not seeing as many numbers get into the box.
He's worked really hard. Petar Stojanovic is coming off here for Benjamin Verbic, who was the player who scored the decisive goal in the qualifiers for Slovenia to take them to this tournament when he netted against Kazakhstan. So he does have those match-winning capabilities about him. looks like Berbic is going to play on the left-hand side, and Elshnik, who started in the centre, has been on the left for the last 20 minutes, has now switched over to the right.
Pepe, the seasoned veteran, just goes in a little bit too hard.
So nervy now, Portugal fans, because this Slovenia free kick is in a potentially advantageous position. Gnezda Cherin is over it. And they've sent quite a few forward here, Slovenia. Gnezda Cherin swings it in. Pepe got there. Back in by Balkovets. That wasn't too bad a ball either, and Pepe won it again. And Conceição breaks for Portugal. He's had to put the brakes on because there wasn't anybody in position to play that forward pass to.
No, you're absolutely right. The numbers just weren't breaking. They weren't falling the way Portugal would expect. Too many people running in advance almost instead of knowing where the ball is and looking to link up play and pass.
Elshnik. And 2 minutes to go of the 90.
I'm a bit confused from a Portuguese perspective. You think that they'd want to kind of really push, put the pressure on, increase the ball speed, play quickly, really shift the Slovenian block, but it doesn't seem to really be happening. It's very one-paced, very slow.
From Slovenia, it is very much on trend. They drew all of their group games to get to this point, as did Denmark. Interception from Balkovets. In fact, there was only one team in the history of the European Championship who have done that before, drawn all their games and got through, and that was Portugal in 2016, and they won the trophy that year. Here's Jota feeding it. Ronaldo, that was his moment. Oblak, the big barrier.
So well done from Oblak. He stands his ground, he closes the angle, reduces the space. It was an excellent save. But Diogo Jota's made quite an impact as he's come on as a substitute here. And he's just lacking that composure, Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's gambling that maybe Oblak's going to lean
Kipernya
to the
boleh
left.
juga si
That's a
Oblak.
poor attempt
Iya.
for me.
Yang Oblak tuh emang jago, Cok. Di Atletico Madrid juga
Have more shots than anyone else.
jago.
In the red Portuguese shirts this evening, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, he's been wasteful in front of goal. He's had set pieces, he's had crosses, he's had headers. It's too many opportunities have gone awry, have gone amiss for Portugal tonight.
Top scorer at Euro 2020, Cristiano Ronaldo. He got 5, he's got none so far at this tournament. Here's Nuno Mendes, late on. And again, the Slovenian rearguard is strong. Elshnik trying to carry Bruno Fernandes into a wide area. He's done well. Stankovic pushes it through.
4 menit.
Šeško lurking.
Stop.
And Sela in the end just popped it into a hopeful spot, and I think was always aware the flag was going to go up against him.
Yeah, I think the Portuguese were expecting the flag to go up ages ago, and it never quite did, so obviously have to play on.
Yeah, offside.
Very much offside there. But again, Diogo Jota, that lovely ball, well weighted.
Just chasing that one, headed away by Durkušić. We're in 4 minutes of stoppage time. And those extra 30 are mean, and he knows it.
Ronaldo-nya. R7-nya. Ayo! Berikan semangat kalian.
Slovenia have been, the back line don't look like they've been pulled out of place. They look like they know exactly what they're doing. They're very resolute in their positioning. They've been on the end of everything.
Does Frankfurt have a finale here and now? Because if Portugal score this, they win the game, surely. Who's the story maker this time? Bruno Fernandes waiting and eventually getting the go-ahead. Ronaldo jumped, Oblak beat him to it, and he fouled the Slovenian goalkeeper.
Wow.
Oblak's not had much to do tonight, but he's been immense when he's been called upon. An enormous presence in the box. Reads the ball well. Gets good contact on it. I don't know if there's much of a foul on that. To me, to be honest, it looks like a fair challenge.
Extra time is looking now very, very probable. Unless something special's about to happen. Seller for Slovenia. Pepe recovering, Diaz guarding it. Diogo Costa lunging on it.
Agak berat sih ini ya guys.
Chance for Portugal.
Ini Portugal sama Slovenia.
Bruno Mendes.
Agak berat juga, Cok.
Bruno Fernandes. Shot up. Now they wanted it back, he didn't get it back. Seller's done well. Šeško getting there in front of Diaz, bustling past Pepe, not allowing the bounce of the ball to be favourable though.
Some indecision coming in between Ruben Diaz and Pepe. Pepe's quite fortunate, bounce falls to him and he handles the situation quite well, but Šeško still has opportunities on the counter.
Bruno Fernandes lifting it up to Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got the corner. He's got the corner.
Corner.
And he's
Wah, apakah ini dramatis?
To win this in regulation time. And this really will be it because we've played the 4 minimum minutes of stoppage time now.
Taktik nih, apakah dramatis golnya?
A potential late dose of drama in Frankfurt. Fernandes missed by Ronaldo. And we will have 30 more minutes of football because Portugal, the 2016 European champions, have been held by Slovenia, who are making such a splash at this tournament and are making life so awkward for so many opponents. Another 90 minutes where they have clung to a draw, but this draw means that Mateusz Kek's team have 30 more minutes of football to play. It's knockout football, and we will continue shortly in Frankfurt at the end of the 90 with extra time to come. Portugal 0, Slovenia 0.
Extra time nih guys. Gimana nih menurut kalian pertandingannya? Sengit nih guys. Sengitnya. Extra time. Kali 15. Emang Portugalnya masih kurang. Iya, benar. Udah tua lagi. Extra time, extra time. Oh ya guys. Oh udah mulai. Oke. Mulai lagi
Turn and
guys.
run to.
Change of direction from Nuno Mendes. Silva. Pepe. Nuno Mendes. When he gets motoring, he is dynamite from that left back position as well, and they are high right now, the fullbacks for Portugal. Bruno Fernandes chanced his arm. Bounced off Stankovic. Mendes. Oh, what a pass that is. Cristiano Ronaldo perhaps wasn't quite alert enough to it.
Well, to be fair, there was no backlift from Nuno Mendes at all when he went to whip that ball into the area. Just picks it up in a lovely area of space. Outside with the left foot and just kind of, like you say, catches Ronaldo unawares.
little further away from Cristiano Ronaldo perhaps than initially anticipated it was, but nevertheless take nothing away from that pass from Nuno Mendes because it was perfect. Stankovic, one of the substitutes, young Goran Stankovic, who plays his club football with Sturm Graz in Austria. Oh, Pepe, a bit of indecision. Seller was sniffing around. Here he is. Seller. Elshnik. Away from Nuno Mendes, Elshnik. Needed Pepe to step in. Back in by Karnichnik. Here by Cancelo. Diogo Costas.
Oh, and Elshnik does so well to get into the box and create some threat that we haven't really seen a lot of from Slovenia so far. But again, it's that composure in the final third. That last pass just doesn't seem to quite come off.
Portugal are getting a taste from Slovenia of what England got in the group, what Denmark got in the group too from them. Seysal's ball. Stankovic have to get on with this in terms of clearing it, and he did. Got it again with Palhinha. On by Conceição. Cancelo. Nuno Mendes to try and hook it back in. The ball has gone out for a goal kick.
Portugal really throwing numbers here. There's not really many behind the ball. Again, it's a good effort and attempt, but yeah, unfortunately the ball just goes out of play. But that's really what Slovenia have been limiting to Portugal to tonight.
Team that really are all about the collective, Slovenia. Oh, mistake. He's given it to Verbic, and the shot which has deflected away for a corner. Well, that was a nervy moment for Portugal. Benjamin Verbic nearly capitalised upon it. João Cancelo breathing slightly heavily.
And it's a lazy touch from Cancelo, and he struggles to react. But Verbic is there first. And it's again Ruben Dias there with the block. Somebody who's done so exceptionally well at Manchester City this last season.
The Slovenian fans behind Diogo Costa's goal are bouncing and believing. Gnezda Cherin's corner off Nuno Mendes. On by Elshnik. Prodded away by Nuno Mendes. And then thrashed wide by Stankovic. Wasn't the easiest technique for him to distribute.
No, it certainly wasn't. Didn't quite drop for him. And again, it's about finding yourself in those areas and being calm and being able to manage the emotions. And he just absolutely snatches at it, and it goes nowhere near the goal. And those chances are going to be far and few between for Slovenia.
Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes on the stretch, kept it. Here's Diogo Jota. Pepe. Palhinha. Diaz. Seysal's. Palhinha. Five. 5-4-1, 4-4-2, whatever you want to call it from Slovenia. They are certainly very well drilled, aren't they?
They're all on different lines to each other. They're all filling in the respective spaces, especially in the half space. They're so difficult to play through.
Palhinha hit the post in the first half for Portugal. Arguably had their greater opportunities in the first 45 minutes than the second, Roberto Martinez's team.
Again, just slight miscues and slight passes, aren't they? Just don't necessarily look like they're on the same page. And there's that Verbic opportunity there, that Good block from Ruben Diaz. Claims for handball. It's had it all tonight, this game.
Oh no.
He's looking a little bit fatigued, struggling to get across when the ball goes out wide to Bernardo Silva to link play. At times Bruno Fernandes is looking to fill in.
Nesta Cherin. We've had some tight games inside this stadium in the past couple of weeks. Slovakia beating Belgium by 1-0. Then we've seen 3 1-1s here. England, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland. Slovakia, Romania, only a few days ago. This is equally squeezed tonight. But of course we have to have a winner, that's the difference.
We have seen a lot of firsts, haven't we? We saw the first upset in the stadium, and are we going to see the first penalties?
Alongside him. Just got it into the penalty area. Biol wasn't sure. Must have got the shout from Oblak. Put away from danger.
Again, maybe he looks a bit unsure about whether or not he did or not get the shout from Oblak, but ultimately when you're a defender, you know that you have to be the one that makes that decision. Take the game into your own hands.
It's going to be another short corner routine from Portugal here. Here's with Bernardo Silva. Teed up for Bruno Fernandes. This is Conceição. Conceição's cross, and Oblak again. Not in any way perturbed.
Not at all. Again, making it so difficult for any of the Portuguese attack to get any sort of contact or free attempt on the ball. Loaded back post, loads of bodies.
Oblak.
Diogo Jota comes to absolutely nothing.
Card produced from the referee for that pull on Palhinha's shirt.
Palhinha, kartu.
Might have been Stankovic who was the offender. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it was.
Joe Palhinha ya? Joe Palhinha ya yang kartu kuning?
Inu was beaten. Stankovic had to slow down that Portuguese attack.
The Portuguese free kick is a quick one. The unfortunate party is Conceição has lost his balance. League winner in Austria this season, Jon Goran Stankovic with Sturm Graz. Has some experience of Germany as a youngster though, because he was with Borussia Dortmund in his teenage years. But only 4 of this Slovenia squad play in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. They are a national team as a whole that are greater than the sum of their parts. What they do have is one big presence in goal in the form of Jan Oblak, and there is nobody better for nights like this. Minutes already ebbing away here from Balkovets. Throw's not gone Portugal's way.
Slovenia are just so mature in their performance. So disciplined, and when they go out to press, tend to get touch tight. Good decision making about not to jump out of their shape and leave any gaping holes vulnerable to play through.
Jota, fresh legs, running strongly, tumbling. There's a loose ball.
Penalty.
There's going to be a penalty. The penalty is given to Portugal.
Penalti. Penalti.
Well, he took his time, but the Italian referee has deemed the
Akhirnya ada yang gol juga.
to be worthy of a spot.
Penalti. Yes. Sorry, bentar guys.
It's a lovely little run into the area, and as soon as you're in that area, you cannot be touched, and Jurisic just loses his control, gets caught flat-footed, goes in to make the challenge, and completely makes the dog's dinner of it.
And it is as if the storylines are already being written here. Who is going to have this Portugal penalty? One would assume it will be him.
VAR.
It is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. Still looking for his first goal at Euro 2024. To go with the 14 that he has scored in total down the years at European Championships. Slovenia doing everything they can to disrupt Ronaldo. But now the only one that can stop him is Oblak.
Ayo, CR7.
And on the cusp of the end of the first half of extra time, Portugal's big chance to strike.
Oh, he's safe, yeah.
Over the spot kick. Ronaldo, Oblak stops it, and it's a remarkable stop. He always gets the headlines, Ronaldo. This one does not belong to him.
My goodness, what a fantastic save from Jan Oblak. Tremendous, standing massively tall, such presence in the Slovenian goal. He went up and stood in front of Ronaldo at the spot, showed him how big he was, and he knew that he was going to make that save as he went down to his left.
And still no tournament goal in 2024 for CR7.
Masih belum ada yang cetak gol.
They need to stay alert. The ball fizzed across. There's one or two shouting for another penalty here. Maybe they've spotted a handball in there, some of the Portuguese players. Daniele Osato is just giving an indication that he doesn't want this throw to be taken straight away. And I think he is blown for half time in extra time, with clear evidence that it's come off the knee of Jan Seller. Well, this is quite extraordinary. It is 0-0 at half time in extra time. But when Cristiano Ronaldo stood over that penalty, everyone thought it would be an entirely different tale.
Absolutely tremendous from Jan Oblak in the Slovenian goal. You could see his size, his presence, as I mentioned. He was walking up to Cristiano Ronaldo as he was about to kind of take the kick, and there was a scuff around the penalty area.
Wow.
And we saw a graphic that came up about Ronaldo's last penalties, and there were several in that bottom left-hand corner of the goal. And Oblak will have known that. He will have done his research, but what a confident goalkeeper he is. What an agile save for a man his size to get down that quickly. Absolutely tremendous to keep Slovenia in this.
And Cristiano Ronaldo is fighting back the tears. And his Portuguese teammates right now are consoling him. He's not fighting them back anymore, he's letting it all out. He is feeling this. And they know that they need him to lift his head and go again, because there is still 15 minutes of football to be played. And who knows, we might have a situation where Ronaldo and Oblak face off again.
I remember a few years ago where Cristiano Ronaldo was actually the 5th penalty taker, and he didn't actually get to take the penalty to potentially win the game. If it does get to that point, I'm sure he'll want to ensure that that does not happen again. But Ronaldo cannot dwell on that moment. It's absolutely massive that he steps up, puts the team on his shoulders.
These are iconic pictures you're seeing right now. And who knows where we go from here. But for now, everyone needs to be talking about that penalty save from Jan Oblak, because that is one of the greatest, I think, in a European Championship.
You know, from this angle, from the angle on the pitch and watching it back then, it's actually a really poor penalty from Ronaldo. In terms of the height, it's a good height for Jan Oblak to get to. And it certainly didn't look like it was that easy to start with. But it's still, you save to save, you have to make it.
Well, the Portuguese fans are subdued. The
Bagi dulu,
Slovenian
guys.
supporters are beginning their party. And some cannot believe what they have seen tonight. And here comes another tale. Josip Ilicic, at 36 years old, who has returned to the national team after 2.5 years, after battling depression, after leaving Atalanta. A surprise call-up to the Slovenia squad for this European Championship, and he is now on.
What a moment to come on in a game like this. After a save like that, pulling back momentum, how quickly can he get up to the rhythm and the tempo of the game?
So catch your breath, 15 minutes to go. Still 0-0. But the great Cristiano Ronaldo has blundered from the spot. And we might have more penalties here. We just might. Jakobio has been booked, and that's bad news for him, because if Slovenia do get to the quarterfinals, he will not be able to play a part, Jakobio. He will be suspended.
I think as a player, you don't want to get to that situation, you know, where the what ifs. I think you just had to have to deal with the situation there and then, and make sure if you do get to the next stage, you'll deal with it then, but you have to get through.
What next? What next in Frankfurt? Diaz. Body checked over, but the advantage is with Portugal. João Cancelo, that is absolutely ridiculous from Balkovets. I mean, he's going to be booked. Of that, there is no doubt.
Cancelo just puts the ball past him, and Balkovets just has eyes on Cancelo. It's a cynical challenge, that. Cynical foul.
Charged at João Cancelo like a rhino there. You're a Balkovets. Still not happy about it either, Cancelo. Portugal have committed all but a couple forward for this free kick. Bruno Fernandes whizzing it in. The header towards Oblak's goal, which he wasn't sure about. From Palhinha, tipped away. Corner Portugal.
It's a lovely, lovely shape ball in from Bruno Fernandes. It's well met by Palhinha. He found that lovely little pocket of space in between the lines and forced the save from Oblak. Just got to be sure it tips it over the bar. Comfortable.
Corner kick lagi.
Let's have a couple of goals to his name in Portugal colours. João Palhinha. Fernandez's delivery. Pepe's header. Oblak stretching. Oblak cleared out. Took a mighty wallop from Cristiano Ronaldo as the battle rages on. he is having the game of games tonight, Jan Oblak.
And he has to. He absolutely has to. Good contact here from Pepe to win the first ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. A little bit high with the elbow for me, but in real time that looked... Look at this, two bodies coming together. In real time it looked a lot worse than that, to be honest. Life of a goalkeeper, Chris.
Apology from Cristiano Ronaldo. It's confirmation of that yellow card for Jakob, which will rule him out of a quarter-final if Slovenia are there. He's got to put that to the back of his mind for now. Is Verbic trying to get it back off Palinha. Stankovic. Verbic. Side.
A little bit of gamesmanship going on here, there, and everywhere.
There's some bite to this now, isn't there?
The Slovenians are doing anything they can to kind of frustrate Portugal, keep them from getting into that rhythm. And I do feel as though Portugal are falling into that trap a little bit. Just need to keep a cool head, stick to the game plan. As we've seen over the course of the 109 minutes we've played so far, the opportunities will come.
Waduh,
Just hearing that Maciej Kek
ada yang kartu merah.
at the end of
Maciej
first half of extra time, he has
Waduh.
received a straight red card.
Ada yang kartu merah, emang boleh?
Confirmation on that one would presume something he said, but he is now no longer in the dugout for Slovenia. The coach Verbic is tripped.
Asistennya. Alah.
Slovenia with the set piece. And in shooting distance of Diogo Costa's goal.
And what a difference Benjamin Verbic has made as he's come on here. So confident with the ball at his feet. Diogo Jota trying to poke the ball back, win the ball back. Probably forgot where he was in relation to the pitch, but a dangerous opportunity here for Slovenia, just at the edge of the area.
One that is going to have him sweating a little bit. He too was...
Ay, pelatihnya kena kartu.
Flurry of activity that happened at
Pelatih
the end of that
Portugalnya
first
kena
half of
kartu
extra time with
kuning.
Martinez. And it is one of those nights where you are saying, right, what next? Because we are expecting something.
Slovenians really need to take their time here, get the setup right, take the moment, the approach, the ball, all of the details.
Ilicic, Gnesta Cherin, both seeing if they can find a way to test Diogo Costa. Ilicic is into the wall. A famous story for him for now.
Ruben Diaz was absolutely passionate about that wall, pulling Pepe closer and closer together. Diogo Costa trying to organize from behind.
Sao, last touch goes out of Balkovets.
But the detail there from Ruben Diaz in terms of taking the time to get the details right prevented that opportunity going on target. It was a good wall.
Pepe, how are those legs still going? And Mendes fighting for it. Slovenia have it. And potentially advantageously getting themselves into a good position here, but
Waduh.
the cavalry wasn't arriving in time. Šeško and co were not on the scene quick enough to help.
No, they won't. Seller was on his own. And the ball just basically got caught underneath his feet, and the Portuguese defense caught up with him before he knew what happened and was dispossessed.
Good win there from Seller, though. This is Stankovic. Here he is again, Seller. On the overlap goes Karnichnik. who has been fed a ball that was too heavy.
Ilicic trying to get to the pace of the game and just overplays that ball.
Well, whatever happens from here, they should be so proud of the way their team have played tonight.
The whole tournament so far has been tremendous for them. Quite a feat indeed.
Stoic and Slovenia belong in the same sentence. It is the largest amount of Slovenian fans that have ever followed their team to a major tournament, from Stuttgart to Munich and to Cologne, and now here in Frankfurt, where many perhaps did not believe it possible to be. And they're 6 minutes away from a penalty shootout against Portugal. Cancelo. Conceição. Balkovets has to be careful, he's on a yellow card, but he's done very well. With a bit of support, Slovenia clear. Oh, Pepe's made a mess of it. He's presented it to Šeško. Here's the moment, and Diogo Costa stops it. Oh my word.
Oh my word.
Well, if you thought Ronaldo's chance was big, that's the chunkiest one of the lot for Šeško.
And Pepe just gets caught in two minds. The ball just leaves his feet, and Šeško is on his way. Oh, what a missed opportunity, but a tremendous save from Diogo Costa.
It does keep giving this game, and it still might. Conceição. Lively, electric Conceição. Way by Karničnik. Wow, the pure thrill of this. But how on earth the Slovenia not in front? And of everybody they'd want that chance to come to, it would be Benjamin Šeško.
And he picks his head up and he looks at the goal and he sees Diogo Costa. And you think maybe he can take an extra touch. There's such a big distance between Šeško and Diogo Costa. Maybe perhaps he could have gone left around him, but the indecision has cost Slovenia ultimately.
Nelson Semedo and Ruben Neves waiting to come on for Portugal. It's not a change that's going to happen just yet. Maybe coaches thinking about penalties and potential penalty takers now. And you're almost at the point now where you feel that spot kicks, as unfair as it is, would only be the fair way to separate these two.
Nelson Semedo.
Obviously, you never want to see anything like that. The game is ultimately decided in penalties, but really incredible when we think about the two footballing philosophies that we see on the pitch, and that Portugal haven't managed to put any of their opportunities away. The same for Slovenia.
Pepe ya? Diganti ya?
They've had them few and far between.
Oh iya, diganti Pepe.
Nelson Semedo's on. Pepe's legs have run their course. He departs to great acclaim as well. And if it doesn't go Portugal's way tonight, it might well be the last time we see Pepe in a Portuguese jersey. Ruben Neves has come on too. 2.5 minutes to play. Conceição. Diaz. Ruben Neves. Semedo. The play from Balkovets.
This is tense, Chris. This is really tense. The emotion, you can feel the nation behind Slovenia, urging them on to get a result here, to get to penalties, to have an opportunity for Jan Oblak to shine.
Portugal have never won a game at a European Championship, Slovenia, but 5 of their 6 matches in the history of this tournament have ended in draws. And they are keeping Portugal at arm's length right now. The 2016 champions with one final chance, but Oblak comes and scoops it out of the air.
To the right of us, the Portuguese analysts are
Yan
throwing their
Oblak
hands in the
nih
air over
bos.
in exasperation. They can't believe what they're seeing in front of them. Neither can I, frankly. It's been such a great, resolute performance from Slovenia.
2 coaches whose thoughts might be turning to shootouts now for sure. Conceição, last 60 seconds.
So,
Portugal flooding bodies forwards, but they need the delivery. Bruno Fernandes delicately. Nuno Mendes taken away from him. And away for a corner for Portugal.
Defiant defending. Listen, the Slovenians are putting their body on the line, whatever it takes, if it's a toenail.
Conceição. Great challenge. Brilliant, brilliant tackle. Back in it comes from Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo lunged. Neves had a crack. And it may well be the last shot of the game. Until we arrive at penalties.
Kenapa itu jauh sekali?
Sums up the night, I think, for the Portuguese. Here's an opportunity again from
Iya, nyaris banget itu, Cok. Nyaris kebobolan Portugal.
He doesn't need to take the effort from there. Can he go around to the right, to the left? Diogo Costa has committed.
So 60 seconds added on at the end of the 120. At the end of a mammoth, pulsating, tense occasion. We've had some plot twists. We really have had some plot twists. Is there a final one in Frankfurt? Nelson Semedo. Conceição. Lifted forward by Neves. And Conceição seen out of it. And Balkovic seizing the chance to celebrate in front of those Slovenia supporters because they think the job is done.
There were question marks around Balkovic as the final whistle goes.
And so it will be penalties. That is how we will get a winner here.
Aduh, penalti. Aduh, penalti.
Unable to break down the brilliant Slovenia, who themselves
Aduh,
so
penalti.
won it in extra time too. The narrative compelling, and the penalties on the way shortly. And such pride, Karen Bardsley, from a Slovenia perspective about how they have tackled 120 minutes against the 2016 European champions.
So disciplined in their approach. The game plan was obviously always going to be block in.
They've
done that phenomenally well today. They frustrated the Portuguese defense attack. And Šeško has had his opportunities. Like I said, few and far between, but they've been there.
And imagine Jan Oblak, of every single person who is either about to try and stop or score a penalty, he will be
guys.
Won't he? I mean, you all know you're a goalkeeper. You've stopped penalties.
Listen, from a goalkeeper's perspective, you absolutely love penalties.
Kiper sama-sama jago.
There's absolutely nothing to lose.
Makanya ini skor kacamata.
Sometimes as a keeper, you think about the mistakes, or you want to be perfect, but here the pressure is always on the outfield takers.
And he has to recover his composure as well, doesn't he, Cristiano Ronaldo? Rattling through his head the thought of that missed penalty, the tears that followed. Diogo Costa getting some instructions from some of the backroom staff as well as the backup goalkeepers.
Tapi ini Portugal bisa ini nggak ya, guys? Bisa menang nggak ya melalui penalti? Bisanya sampai nangis nih Ronaldo kalau sampai ini kalah melalui adu penalti.
Well, my gut instinct would be yes, he will, because he is the sort of person that lets nothing get in the way. You don't get to where you get to if you don't battle through adversity. He can no longer say or do anything Maciej Kek. Summoned to the stands. Others will have to provide the motivation for Slovenia. But internally, you know that dressing room is strong. And Roberto Martinez, nervous, not anticipating that he would have reached this stage tonight with his team. Ronaldo rueful. Just the most thrilling periods of extra time. The nation, the whole Portuguese nation, still behind him.
It really is an incredible moment. I think as a player as well, as a keeper, you always wanted your fans behind you. And an All Black's not going to have that tonight. He's going to have the Portuguese loud and in his ear.
And look at Ruben Diaz, because he is indicating to those
Diaz
Portugal fans who are behind the goal, where these spot kicks are going to be taken, he is saying, you can help us out here. So this is it then. For the first time at UEFA Euro 2024.
And this is it.
We have a penalty shootout in the knockout stage. So first up, Josip Ilicic for Slovenia.
Josip Ilicic.
One of their great servants, Ilicic. And Costa it. And Portugal immediately on the front foot.
Hebat Diogo Costa. Tendangan pertama bisa save.
No hesitation. And to be fair, no disguise.
Hebat cok Diogo Costa.
From Ilicic either.
Set.
It was a fairly well telegraphed penalty. And no hesitation from Diogo Costa.
GG Diogo Costa.
Not an ideal start for Slovenia.
Here we go then, it's part two. It's Ronaldo and Oblak again. It's skipper and skipper.
Apakah bisa ini?
Oblak won the first battle. What does Ronaldo do now?
Apa yang harus dilakukan?
Here he comes. Ronaldo. And that is
masuk.
Good. That is good. By way of
Sorry.
apology from Cristiano
Tidak selebrasi.
Ronaldo. But here when it mattered, he delivered, because he always does. And Portugal lead 1-0.
I half expected a double bluff from Ronaldo, and he would go the same way. But it's a fabulous penalty, Ronaldo, right in the corner, nestled in the side netting.
Nyala.
All Black could do about it.
So work for Slovenia to do, and Jure Balkovec, the only change in this team today. And Costa got that one too. The Portuguese goalkeeper is
GG Diogo Costa. GG kedua kali gagal.
Balkovec
Mantap.
opens up his hips, doesn't quite get the amount of power he needs behind it, and again, Diogo Costa absolutely knows where this is going. There's no hesitation, no guessing.
GG Diogo Costa, mantap.
So much work.
Dua kali gagal Slovenia.
Especially with
Bruno Fernandes nih.
over the next penalty for
Apakah bisa?
Portugal, and he so regularly takes them at club level with Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes. And Portugal
masuk.
A shootout that is quickly swinging their way.
And that's delightful detail from Bruno Fernandes. His approach is slow and steady. And he
Jan Oblaknya malah diam.
as long as he possibly can. Lovely disguise. Inan Oblak has absolutely no chance. He's been wrong-footed.
Two penalties, both saved by Diogo Costa. Can
Ini kalau
Benjamin
save,
finally beat him?
tepis benar. Tepis
He
kah?
has to give them a chance. And Costa
Oi!
saves another.
3 kali ditepis. GG.
Extraordinary sequence.
GG.
His own personal
GG
hat-trick
Gaming.
of
Diogo
penalty
Costa.
saves.
And I've never seen anything like it at this
Menyala
level.
Diogo
Again,
Costa.
there's no disguise there from Verbic. And Diogo Costa will have done his research.
Hebat.
He takes one big step to his
Hebat
right.
banget,
And these are
Cok.
all
Bisa
acceptable
gitu
heights
Diogo
for
Costa.
They're not in the corner. It's too easy
Setelah
for
Jan
the
Oblak
Portuguese
di save,
goalkeeper.
sekarang Diogo Jota. Diogo Costa yang save. GG.
So this is it then.
Spek.
Portugal can win it here and now. Bernardo Silva entrusted to get the job done,
3-0.
which he does.
Ah!
And Portugal advance to the quarterfinals. And on a night of deliberation, where they made it so tough for themselves, in the end, it's the most straightforward shootout win. They have knocked Slovenia out
Oh.
on penalties, 3-0.
What a quality
Ya Bun, ini
performance
tutup
in
dulu
goal
Bun live-nya
from
Bun.
Diogo Costa in that penalty shootout. Absolutely tremendous save, so
Stop.
much confidence, knew exactly where he was going to go.
Ya.
But that's the golfing class, isn't it, between
GG
Portugal and
guys,
Slovenia.
Diogo Costa,
Portugal has
Cok.
been here before, and so with a lot of players.
Pas banget nih azan subuh guys. Oke guys, alhamdulillah GG ya Diogo Costa guys. Thank you ya buat teman-teman semua yang udah nemenin gua dari sampai adu penalti. Selamat buat Portugal, nice try buat Slovenia ya guys. Thank you sekali lagi, nanti kita ketemu lagi di pertandingan USA lawan Uruguay ya guys ya. I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye-bye. Thank you.